Salams and welcome. This is a refresher again of the SQ3R method. And previously, when I posted this about a year, 2 years ago, the SQ3R method went viral because many of you did not know about this method. And some of you have been using this method, but you did not know that it was known or called the SQ3R method. And this is a very, very powerful way in how to study and then pass your exams and how to learn, irrespective of what the object of your study is. It is known as SQRRR. So today, let's do a very brief revision of study secret number 52, which is very, very powerful. Right, so let's start with the SQ3R. The SQ3R is an acronym that stands for survey, question, read, recite, and review. Right, are we happy with that? So, summary of the SQ3 method. So, the 5 steps that help you actively engage with your study material. That means this is not passive learning. Passive learning does not stimulate the brain. But this method, known as the SQ3R, it stimulates the brain, it keeps the brain at peak performance, and it makes sure that the work that you are studying, you are actively engaged in it, you will understand it better, and you will remember it better. So let's look at the first thing. The word S stands for survey, or it stands for scan, S-C-A-N. Simply what it means, you skim the chapter or the material to get an overview. You open the book, you just quickly flip through the book, look at the various diagrams, look at the various chapter headings, you just flip through the book. And that way there your brain is opening up and you're asking yourself questions. Okay, do I know this topic? Do I know that heading? Do I know this? Just to get an overall scan or a survey. Right, it's like as if you're going to a holiday destination. So what you do, you go through the tour guide. You say, okay, I want to go through a cable car ride, then we'll go to the beach, then we'll go to AB. We'll go to 10 places, but you can't do everything. So think of the survey as a holiday destination that you want to go to, and you're just picking out certain lovely spots that you would like to know more about. So you look at the headings, you look at the subheadings, you look at the bold words, the summaries and visuals, and you get a general sense of the structure and the main topic. And the purpose of survey is to prepare your brain for focused reading. The second step is question. Turn the headings and subheadings into questions. For example, if the heading is the cause of climate change, ask, what are the causes of climate change? You start asking yourself the question as you're scanning through it, right? Because now you're stimulating your brain. And the brain responds very powerfully to questions. Every time you ask a question, the brain gets very happy. So keep asking questions. And this sets a purpose and makes reading active, because now when you start doing organic or deep integrative reading, then your brain is now going to try and search for answers to those questions that you have been asking. So the purpose of asking questions is increased curiosity and to focus on finding the answers. Then once you've done your scanning or your survey, you've asked so your first point, you've done your scanning, you've surveyed the book or the chapter, you've asked the relevant questions, or you've gone through past papers and see what questions they're asking you. Now you start with a detailed reading known as organic reading, detailed, careful reading. And the reason why you read it to answer the questions that you have asked, because you have asked questions. Now you need to find the answers to those questions. So you read the section carefully to find answers to your questions. Pay attention to key points, definitions, and examples. Take notes or highlight important information. And this deepens your understanding by active reading. But you must participate in this reading. Don't just read passively. Take a pen in your hand, take a pencil, take a highlighter, and start circling everything. Highlight the important parts. Don't worry, there's some parts of it that you don't understand. Put a question mark in the margins. Put a question mark. If some points are important, put a red asterisk there. Or if some are very important, put a red underline. That means that you know when you come back, those are important. This is known as deep organic reading. Once you've done that, you then recite the work to yourself or to someone else. You close the book, cover to cover, you close it. You then go to your grandpa, you go to your younger sister or brother, and you recite to them what you have read. So you close the book and you try to recall the key points in your own words. Answer your questions aloud or write summaries. This strengthens memory. So this reinforces learning. Once you've done recite, now you go to review. Now you know, while you're doing point number 4, you will realize that, hey, I forgot that one paragraph, man. There was something at the bottom of the page. I just can't remember. So now there's a gap in my knowledge. And you know that you read something, but you just can't remember it. So then when you open the book again, you quickly go to those parts and you couldn't remember. Oh, yes, yeah, it was this part I forgot, this part I forgot, and this part I forgot. So then you review the whole thing, you read the chapter again, you make review notes, concepts again, you quiz yourself, and remember to take breaks. Now, why is SQ3R so important? The reason is that it encourages active reading. Remember, people, this is a very, very important concept. It encourages active reading, right? It's not passive reading, it is active reading rather than passive skimming. It improves focus and comprehension, right? Because now you are focused. You're no longer just reading haphazardly, it's improving. It helps to organize your information. Very, very important. And once your information is organized, then your retention and your recall will be much better. So it makes your study sessions more efficient and more effective. I don't know how much more I can emphasize that this is a great, fabulous secret which I only found out much later. So this is study secret tip number 52, known as the SQ3R. Please share it with other people and remember this for the rest of your life. Survey, question, read, recite, and review or revise. And when you follow this, I wish you all the success in your exam. Stay well, look after yourself. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen.